Alright, so quick heads up. This story was, or more so the entire bit of footage that is revolving around the story being read, was recorded well over October of last year, I think. So, a couple months back. We, really, I guess, yeah, no, I was gonna do Darkest Dungeon footage, but instead I decided for Risk of Rain 1, Starstorm. Um, I have it extremely modded, but, I've played a lot of it legitimately on console. I thought having some fun wouldn't be that bad. If you enjoy the video, enjoy it. If you don't, you don't. I'll see you all, I guess, whenever the video starts. Oh, and one final thing. I'm probably going to edit both videos into just one, simply because I can't be bothered to make two, or edit, like, the Risk of Rain footage and put it both into, or at least find some way to separate it. But with that all being said, enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome to a video after God knows how many months. Today we're doing something a little more fun than last time. With, of course, our friend here. What do you go by now these days? James, Peyton,
James, whatever.
Yeah. Been a while since we've done any bangers since our Nazi Place video. YouTube didn't really like that very much, but hey, whatever. We're here to have fun. No, it didn't get deleted, surprisingly. Anyway, so we're here.
Just so you know, that scream was genuine reaction.
Alright, so we're reading a fan fiction today. Just don't ask what it is. If you can just guess what it is, I will you don't get a prize, but you just get to have your dignity murdered. So alright, you ready?
Wait, who, me?
Yeah, you and the viewer, of course. I'm probably gonna put the name in the fucking within the just title or something. Yeah, and I'll also have the link to it in the description.
You're slow as hell.
Yeah, no, I'm tired. I'm also gonna be putting this.
Assume it's Dream.
No, you're very far off actually, but I can put Dream in the title now. Thank you. Get those views. So let me think. Alright, so over the gameplay, no. Our gameplay will probably be Darkest Dungeon, or something else, it depends. I don't really have a preference for games I feel like I'll just, have in the background for gameplay. But if it's Darkest Dungeon, I'll just have good old Editor Xander pop up and just toss down that logo, or toss down a, word or something like that. Anyway, so, we are on chapter 1. I'll probably read 3 or 4 chapters before I stop, or until I just scream at myself. And I think there's 23 chapters of this. Peyton, there's 23 chapters of this.
Sorry.
Do you want to finish this all in one night? Because I actually, whenever I read this when I was 12, I read it all in
if I'm awake, sure.
All right, so this will be, I guess, the mother speaking. Tim, come on, it's your first day of school, get up! My mom, a female Lucario, barked up the stairs. I'm getting up, I muttered,
no.
and I got ready for the day.
Oh,
It follows a trend of one of our recent videos, recent as in a year ago. My dad, however, was taking ages in the bathroom. Dad, hurry up, I have to get ready. I practically yelled while he took a shower or whatever he was doing in there. I take my damn time, you impatient Riolu. I heard him mumble through the door. A few minutes later, my dad, who is a male Floetzel, by the way, unlocked the door and stumbled into the hallway.
On with you.
I quickly slid past him and unlocked the door behind me, and I started brushing my teeth, my apologies. Tim, hurry up, you're going to be late for your first day of school, I heard my mom call up, and I grabbed my bag and raced out the door, but not before yelling, see you guys in a few months. However, I apparently accidentally got the wrong bag. How? But whatever. So, after going inside and getting the right bag, I found my way to the bus stop, where I managed to catch the bus. Now, I'm not the most social person. In fact, I'm probably the loneliest person in school. But I manage. Man, call out. Gonna be fucking called out there. Shit, man. Fuck. Anyways, I found a vacant seat in the bus.
Himself out, though.
Yeah, but I'm the one having to read this, so... and slumped down onto it. When the bus started moving again, everyone was talking with each other about how they hoped they would be roommates, or which teacher they hoped to have. Personally, I hope that the school managed to get me my own room, just like last year. And about that whole not being social thing, it does have a lot of drawbacks. Like being picked on people. Hey, get. I heard someone behind me say. I sighed. What's with everyone calling people fat all the time? I ignored him and continued to stare out the window. Hey, are you listening, you fucking punk? The bully, a Kadabra, continued to offend me, which was slowly getting on my nerves. And him, being a psychic type, didn't help either. They had a type advantage. But still, and after a while, I just snapped. Would you just shut the fuck up? I yelled, and everyone stared at me, shocked. I shrunk into my seat. I hated being the center of attention. But at least the Kadabra finally shut up. That means it was worth it, right? Finally, the bus arrived at the school. Everyone met with their friend who lived elsewhere before heading to the gym. I ignored everyone and walked just straight inside and found the place with the least people. The head teacher was talking about stuff. I wasn't paying much attention, but still. Now, before we let you go and get your room numbers, how about we have a little sparring match between two of our students? Ugh! They did this every year. They just pick two random students, usually the ones who are on the fighting team, and then they have them battle on stage in front of everyone. I yawned and sat back, wondering who they would pick this year. Alright, if you get picked, then you decline and pick a different Pokemon instead. This was new to me. I guess they realized that not everyone wants to be up on the stage. Or, not everyone wants to be up on stage. Want to compete? Wait. Okay, the first one will be, he picked up a piece of paper, the Kadabra. He ran up on the stage with a smug smile on his face. I rolled my eyes. It was obvious that he would want to compete. So the head teacher continued. The second will be, he picked up the paper and his eyes widened. He spoke to the teacher next to him and started discussing something. Yet another way to delay the battle. Wonderful. Eventually, he continued to read out the next name. Tim Theriolu. It's the end of chapter 1, Payne. What do you think about it so far?
Why did it have to be Pokemon?
I feel the exact same way, Peyton.
You're the one doing this!
Exactly. Tim Theriolu. I immediately sat up. What? Why me? I suddenly felt everyone's eyes on me at once. I squirmed in my seat. I decline. They were possibly expecting this, but apparently, they really wanted me to battle. Was it to get my confidence up? Colin simply laughed. What a fucking loser. You're too scared to fight me. And he smirked at me. I rolled my eyes and simply slumped back into my seat. He was probably trying to get me mad so he could kick my ass. Not happening. The head teacher coughed and said, well, actually, we didn't have any other names ready because we didn't expect people to decline. So, I take back what I said before. Apparently this is happening. I still felt everyone's eyes on me while I walked up onto the stage. As I passed head teacher.
Hold on.
Yeah?
So they're just gonna say something and then go back on their word?
Yep.
Man, tough world.
Fuck yeah. Where were we? I still felt everyone's eyes on me while I walked onto the stage. As I passed by the head teacher, I asked, can I just forfeit? He shook his head, and I groaned and walked to my appropriate position. Colin was still smirking. Why the hell does he do that so often? And begin! Immediately he shot at me using Psybeam. I just barely managed to dodge, and I decided to rush at him using Quick Attack, and then I used Shadow Claw. I found the TM for that move on the ground last week. Someone just dropped it apparently. Also, he seemed to be terrible at battle, and he was just knocked out instantly. Well, I'm pretty sure Dark Attack. I think is Shadow Claw a Dark Attack or a Ghost Attack? Because
How should I know? I don't play Pokemon.
I know that fucking Dark beats Psychic for God knows what reason. Let's check it. I guess it's mind over matter, and then darkness over mind, or some shit like that. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, so I just one-tapped the dude. Sir, I think he might be sick or something, but I still won, which came as a surprise to everyone in the room. Yay, no one doesn't think I'm completely worthless. And I hope you notice I'm being sarcastic as well. Well, it looks like Tim's the winner. I could tell by his tone that he also expected Colin to win. I guess all of you can leave now. I walked out to find the teacher with the room numbers, while avoiding everyone who tried to congratulate me. Again, I'm not social, and I never will be. I hope I'm completely fine with the way my life is. After retrieving my room number, I walked to the dorm rooms to find my room. Let's see. Room 92, 93. Oh, found it. Room 94. I unlocked the door and found nobody else in here. I sighed in relief. I wouldn't have to deal with anyone else living here. I hate being wrong. I flopped down on my bed. Classes would start tomorrow, and the first years were getting a tour. Everything was going great. Hello? Is anyone in here? I sat up. Who are you? I asked, thinking it was someone who got lost and needed help. I could send across the hall to ask for help then. I got up, but before I got to the door, I heard something being unlocked. I heard it being unlocked. Wait. The door swung open. Does this mean... Hi, I'm Leo. I also live here now. Shit. This is the wrong room, I said, while the Zora made himself comfortable on the bed. What do you mean? My keys unlocked the door. So that means that this is the right room, he stated, obviously puzzled. I was talking to myself. Ugh. Now I have to go back and get new keys. The Zora suddenly got angry and sprung up. What do you have against me? I looked at him, suddenly scared. Nothing. It's just that I wanted my own room. I started backing away towards the door? His gaze softened. Oh, but I thought everyone wanted a roommate. It's fun being able to mess around with your friends. Friends, somehow. That word made me feel sad. Well, I'm not exactly the most outgoing person around. I finally reached the door and tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. ... Or not. I looked to where I was reaching, but there was nothing. Looking for something? Oh yeah, but it wouldn't budge. Leo probably locked the door behind him. I grabbed my keys, or not. I looked to where I was reaching, but there was nothing there. Looking for something, I heard a voice behind me. I turned around, and there was Leo, with a smile on my face. Yes, I would be smiling at that. No, I'd be fucking terrified. This was bad. If I don't go back to the teacher soon, I won't be able to get myself a new room. Give me back my keys, I stuttered, nervous. I had a feeling that this wasn't going to be so great after all. He laughed. Nope, from this day forward, you'll be my new roommate. Wonderful. And that is the end of Chapter 2. Payne, your thoughts again?
Butt sex imminent. Consensual? Probably not.
We don't quite know. Alright, so I'm gonna do a quick thing. Hey
Butt
everyone.
sex imminent. Probably not consensual.
Hello everyone. It's glad to see you all have probably returned. If not, I doubt you actually have watched the first video, or you're just skipping to the second one. I don't blame you any. I do the same. So, as we said, or last episode, we thought that someone was gonna get diddled. I don't quite know if they are or not. I honestly don't remember. But who cares? For the next hour...
You don't remember. So you have read this before.
I told you I read it when I was like 12. No questions whatsoever. And by the way, this has 40,000 words in it. Just letting you know now.
How many views does it have?
Looks like there's only 154.
Only 154.
I'm one of the only 154 people to have ever read this horrible, horrible masterpiece.
I don't think masterpiece is the right word.
Not yet, it ain't. Anyway, so...
That'll never be the right word.
I'm gonna start off on Chapter 3 and probably go to Chapter 5 or something, and then I'll call it a quits for this recording session. For the next hour, I tried to get my keys back without success. I attempted to sneak around him, and grabbed them to knock them away from him and other stuff. Just as I was about to try again, I heard the intercom. All rooms are now full. You may not switch dorm rooms. Have a nice day. I groaned and fell onto my bed. See, I told you we would be roommates, Leo said triumphantly. I whimpered. Now I have to live with someone else, or live with someone in the same room. This year might not be as great as I thought it would be. I want to transfer schools, I muttered. Much to my shock, Leo had tons of money. Plus, he brought tons of video games and some consoles with him. He started playing some game while I tried to sleep and hoped that when I woke up, he would be gone. Luck wasn't on my side. I heard a knock at the door, followed by, Hey, Leo, it's time for lunch. The mentioned Pokemon immediately jumped up and ran out the door. I sighed, and a few minutes later, I also went to the cafeteria. When I arrived at my destination, I wasn't shocked when almost everyone had already had their meals. I got some food and started heading towards an isolated table with nobody sitting there. Hey, Tim! Come sit over here! I turned my head and saw Leo sitting by a bunch of people, all seemingly shocked that he called out to me. I ignored him and continued walking. Before I got there, I felt something push me in the other direction. Hey, what? I was cut off by Leo's voice. Come on and sit with me and my friends. I tried to go back to the other table, but Leo kept blocking me. Eventually, he managed to bring me to the other table. He tried the random pauses are just the way the fucking lighting is on this thing. It's just all white with just all white with black text, and I can't read that for shit.
So a regular book?
Yeah, but I'm also blind as a fucking bat, and it's dark as shit, and my eyes are bloodshot as usual.
Like you're retarded.
I am retarded. But I pushed to get. Wait, we're not supposed to say that word. Yeah, who cares? No one watches these anyway.
You mean we're not supposed to say that word?
You aren't supposed to use the R word, Peyton. It's in YouTube's blacklist.
What R word?
Retarded! Yeah.
What's so bad about retarded?
I don't know. Hey, Leo, why are your friends...
If 12-year-olds on Call of Duty can say it, then so can I.
Hey, Leo, why are you friends with this guy? Oh, Tim, he's my roommate. Everyone in the cafeteria somehow heard and all started looking over to us. I imagine a synchronized, just everyone just snapping their head to look at Tim and fucking Leo. It's just an audience of people just looking towards him. It's roommates? The homosexual and bi something? What is it? Bi-curious? That's the fucking word? Yeah.
Bi-curious?
The bi-curious Ryolu, I think.
Butt sex a minute.
The butt sex doesn't actually happen for another 10 chapters, I don't think, so we're safe. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
so...
of course you would remember.
I don't think it's 10 chapters. I think maybe 6 or something. I remember this is mostly without sex, and even then we have to skip over it. Or I have to just angrily blur it out.
Of course.
I remember the ending being really fucking stupid, that's all. And that's what made me even want to go refine this, was just the fucking ending. Also, this video has a whole lot of talking, but not a whole lot of reading. But that's fine, I'm sure our viewers don't care. Don't care. At that moment, I happened to remember that Leo was the most popular kid in the school. It's just like me to forget stuff like that. That's not something you just fucking forget, my guy. Anyways, I managed to get past Leo and run back to the other table.
The bi-curious guy being the most popular?
No, the fucking Riolu's the gay one. I almost said the F-A-G-G-O-T word. Man, I have no...
Say it.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody cares.
You can't. YouTube will just say no to you and take down your video and flag your channel.
Okay, what's the point of having a manual top convertible if it means you don't get a trunk?
I have no clue what that means. I hope every day won't be like this.
You want me to explain it?
Suddenly, I heard a tray being dropped onto my table, and I looked up. What do you know it? There was Leo. Just go back to your friends, please, I said. I was usually nervous whenever I had to talk to people. Nope, he said, and started chewing on his food. And then I realized if Leo was the most popular, then his friends would. Hey, Leo, wait up. I looked up and...
This story is literally just, you're my friend now.
We're having soft tacos later. Yeah. All his friends started sitting down at the table. I lost my appetite. I muttered and stood up. But then I was immediately pushed back down onto my seat. I looked up and there were two of Leo's friends, and then they sat next to me. Joy. Everyone
Dude,
started
why does
talking
this guy
as
hate
usual,
attention so much?
and I felt a lot of people looking at me occasionally. I don't quite know. I don't remember. Also, why is this
Like,
chapter so fucking long?
You go from like someone no one is around and wants to be around to like somebody who's really popular.
Dude, this chapter is so fucking long.
Sounds like you're getting tired of reading it already.
I felt too
And I'm
nervous
tired of hearing it.
and
That's
awkward
for sure.
to eat, and whenever I tried to stand up, I was pushed back down in my seat. Eventually, the intercom signaled that lunch was over, and I ran like hell so that I could avoid everyone. I started to head towards my room before I realized that Leo would also go there. So I ran outside. Luckily, there was nobody there, and I sat down next to a tree. When the sun started to go down, I decided to head inside. I was nearing the dorm rooms when I heard a voice. Guys, I found him. I turned around, and I saw one of Leah's friends who was soon accompanied by more of them. Shit. I ran like hell towards my dorm room, and I heard footsteps behind me. I quickly unlocked my door, and once I was in, I locked it again. Phew. That was tiring.
Yeah, imagine wanting friends.
I heard voices outside, and then footsteps, signaling that they were walking away. I flopped down on my bed and closed my eyes, intending to take a nap. I couldn't do anything else. The TV and consoles weren't mine, there was no one to talk to. Soon, I heard footsteps out. How good are your fucking ears to hear footsteps from a bed all the way outside your fucking door?
That's normal.
I fucking... Okay, in like college dorm setting though.
I mean, yeah, if like everybody's in their house or whatever and there's like only a couple people, of course you'd hear it. Like under normal circumstances, yeah, no.
Great. Are they gonna knock down the door or something? Then I heard jangling of the keys, and I realized Leo also has keys. How do you fucking forget that when just earlier that like day you were like, oh yeah, he let himself in.
Friends.
I dove under my bed, hoping that they wouldn't find me there. The door opened, and Leo, accompanied by a friend, stepped into the room. I wonder where he is. They looked all over, but they couldn't find me. Also, what the fuck was my dog jumping for? Dumbo, what are you trying to fucking get? Dog. They looked all over, but they couldn't find me. Are you sure he went in here? His friend nodded. They started to walk out, and I let out a sigh of relief. Instantly, Leo's head snapped in my direction. Damn it. I went as far as I could from the crack under the bed, but Leo saw me. Wow. I'm surprised he could fit under there. And then I was dragged out by his friend, who was a DWAT. Now, what do you say about playing with us? He smiled, and I shuddered. I wasn't that good at games. I was sat in front of his TV with a controller in my hand, with Leo on the left side of me, and his friend, who I learned his name was Mike, sat on my right side. What to play? Oh, Leo smirked before popping in a game. Please note that all video games in this aren't actual video games. The menu showed up, and he selected a game. After about a minute, in the middle of which I tried to get away, but I failed. The title showed up. It said, Truth or Dare. What?
Yeah, can't have any copyright.
Wait, it's a digital version of Truth or Dare. That actually sounds kind of fucking lit, I'm not gonna lie.
No, Xander, it's not lit.
Dude, with this first dare though, I think it's kind of lit. I made up my mind, and at that point, I to only pick truth. We all had to put in our names, and then the game started. Leo asked, Leo, truth or dare? A is for truth, and B is for dare. Leo hit the B button, and it said, turn off the light for a minute and see what happens. What's supposed to happen? Everyone started kissing? I don't think so. What the fuck's that one video of like the guy is just like no comment no like he was like no something no something and he's like talking in a really weird fucking way and it's just like gay fish or something fish kissing French kissing or some shit like that. Anyway, Leo turned off the light and after a while I was tackled to the ground with someone laughing. The TV rung, signaling that it had almost been a minute, and someone turned on the lights back on. Leo was lying on top of me while I was blushing. Get off, please. Leo laughed and then got off. When he pushed the A button on his controller, pressed the A button on his controller. Mike, truth or dare? Mike also his B but wait, what? Mike also his B? Oh, also hit B. And it said, tickle the person to the right of you. And since there was nobody there, he had to tickle the person to the very left, which happened to be Leo. I sighed in relief, and after he finished tickling Leo, which took a while with Leo running away from him, Mike pressed the A button, and it was my turn. Tim, truth or dare? I quickly hit A, and it said, when was the last time you masturbated?
I like how there's only ambient dishwashing in the background.
It's not even dishwashing, that's my fan. The other two started giggling while I was sitting there confused. There, that's the wrong version of there, but you know, it's understandable. What does that mean? Mike and Leo stopped giggling and looked at me shocked. It's when you jack off. I was still confused. Leo sighed and said, it's when you rub your dick to feel pleasure. My eyes widened. So when was the last time you masturbated? Mike repeated the question. I don't think I ever have. Mike and Leo was shocked, but we continued on with the game. Mike and Leo chose dare every time on their turn, while I also always chose truth. After a while, the game stated that it was the final turn, and my mood instantly brightened. But before I could press A, Leo quickly moved over and pressed B. Then he giggled. I was scared of what I had to do. The game stated, kiss the person to the left of you. My eyes instantly widened, and a faint blush appeared on my face. I have to go somewhere. I quickly tried to run out the door, but Mike didn't let me. Nope, you are doing that dare. He then laughed. I looked over to Leo, who was laughing. Alright then, kiss me, he said, still giggling. I groaned. Do I really have to do this? Mike pushed me at Leo, making me fall on top of him. I really don't want to. I groaned. And then I slowly moved forward, with Leo still giggling. I gave him a quick peck before jumping back. There! Done! Can we please stop now? Mike shook his head. That wasn't a proper kiss. Kiss. But it was still a kiss, so I murmured, hoping not to have to kiss Leo again. I agree with Mike. I barely felt anything. Leo replied before I groaned. I hate my life. I muttered under my breath. Here, if you won't do it, I'll do it for you. I looked up confused, but then Leo knocked me over. Pucker up! He giggled before pushing his lips against mine. My eyes widened, and I tried to squirm away, but he wouldn't let me. After a few seconds, he stopped the kiss and went off of me. I quickly pressed the A button. Then the game was over. I'm gonna go take a shower now. I stuttered and ran into the bathroom, locking the door behind me. When I was in there, I turned on the shower, and when it was warm enough, I stepped in, letting the water run through my fur and thinking, well, that was my first kiss gone. Well, I wasn't really expecting to be kissed anyway, but if it ever happened, I expected to be with a girl, not a guy. I groaned internally and finished washing myself.
Homophobic?
Oh, hell
That's
yeah, brother.
cancelable.
Yeah, dude, we're canceling Tim the Riolu. All my homies. All my homies hate Tim. Actually, shit. Where's my phone? I could probably send you an image. I don't know where my phone went. It's just gone.
I wanna see it.
It's just the you know Lucario, the big blue wolf thing that walks on two legs in Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's the child version of that.
And why would the child version be going to college?
God, if I fucking know. I know the way it levels up is with intense friendship or something.
What?
Yep. It's like Eevee with Umbreon and Espeon. With Espeon, you have to show an intense friendship during the day, and Umbreon with intense friendship at night.
Sound kind of
Yeah,
alike. I don't like
yeah.
it.
I don't either. After I finished drying myself off, I creeped back into my room, seeing that Mike was gone. I looked over and saw Leo playing some fighting game. I walked over to my bed and flopped down, feeling exhausted. So, how was it? I opened my eyes and sat up. How was what? I asked. The kiss, he laughed, laughing. Or he said laughing. Oh, okay. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get you off of me. There were a few minutes of silence before Leo spoke up again. That was your first kiss, wasn't it? My face turned red. How did you know? Leo chuckled before adding, you're not very social, so I doubt you were ever with someone. Man, fuck, called the poor man a virgin by just saying he was alone all the life. God damn.
Okay, but here's the thing: you either be straight and virgin, or bi-curious and not a virgin. This is the situation.
Even though he was still playing his game. Oh, I coughed and looked down Norm. Wait. Okay, wait. I sighed, and I never expected to be kissed either. Well, first of all, you need to stop with that stuttering. I coughed and looked down nervously, even though he's still playing a game. Well, it's because I'm nervous, I murmured. Well, then boost your self-confidence. I heard bells ringing somewhere, signaling that it was 9 p.m. I'm going to sleep, I said, and covered myself with blankets. I was dreaming about everything that happened on my first... Why is this so long? This first fucking part, this one chapter has had more shit in it than, like, the previous 2 chapters. I was dreaming about everything that happened on my first day here. Mainly the part with Leo kissing me. I was really surprised. But it was all a joke, so I guess it's fine. Even if it was my first kiss, which is supposed to be shared with someone that you love, it's fine.
That reminds me
I
of
wasn't
Ethan.
gonna find anyone anyway, was I? Silence, we can't talk about other people's personal lives on this channel. As funny as it is. I was woken up by the intercom, and with it stating, all students, classes will be delayed for a week due to unforeseen circumstances, and please, do not go out of your rooms. Food will be delivered straight to your dorm. Have a nice day. I yawned and opened my eyes, immediately being pounced on by the small black fox. Did you hear that, Tim? I sighed in the head. Yeah, now go to your friends or something. Leo shook his head. We're not allowed outside, remember? I groaned. Alright, fine then, go play video games or something. I turned over, but was immediately pushed off the bed by Leo. Ow. No, we're doing something together. What do you want to play? I yawned. I don't know any of your games except for the one we played yesterday. Leo laughed. Alright, let's play that. Wait, I yelled, but he had already started the game and put the controllers into my paws. I whimpered. We were playing the game for a while, with him always doing dares and me always doing truth, until one point in the game, Leo, truth or dare? He surprisingly pressed A. Are you straight, bi, or gay? Well, he's probably gay. He didn't press A, and it was my turn. I didn't expect that. Leo smiled. Well, stuff isn't always what you're expecting. Now, go. It's your turn. So, I once again pressed A, and it asked, who in the room would you have sex with? This would not get past the game's rating.
It's like an off-brand China game, dude.
I blushed slightly.
Straight from India. It's like Truth or Dare, but it's in Comic Sans font, and it's the old thing on the cover. Just black, and in Comic Sans, Truth or Dare.
You're giving me ideas for, like, just shit to edit in as you're talking, so thank you. I have Krita for a reason. So I once again pressed A, and it asked, who in the room would you most like to have sex with? I blushed slightly. Well, that's unfair. There's only one other person in this room, and that's you. Leo giggled. So you'd love to have sex with me? My eyes widened. I never said that. I said, backing away. Yeah, right. I pressed the A button on my controller.
But it would be the most enjoyable.
The homosexual Zora. The game stated it that it.
There's a fan that I could use as a butt plug, or there's Leo.
Shut up. The game stated that
Those are
it was
options.
Leo's last turn. He pressed B and it said, make out with the person closest to you for a whole minute. Man, this is some cracked ass fucking game, dude.
Weak.
We
I could do it for over an hour.
Bro, I got you, fam. Dude, we're gonna like we're gonna have you, Wesley, and White over, and we're gonna like fucking have Truth or Dare, and it's just gonna be the most homoerotic thing to ever go down any of history. Like,
Oh, I thought we weren't allowed to talk about people's personal lives.
dude, it ain't. This is our personal life, though.
Okay, but the situation with Ethan is hilarious.
Okay, might it be hilarious? We haven't his permission to talk about it. I know Wesley and White would not care if I talked about like making sex jokes with them. What do you?
That's because like everybody makes sex jokes with their friends.
Yeah. Make out with the person closest to you for a whole minute. I blushed and whimpered. Not again. Leo tilted his head. What do you mean? I looked up. We had to do this last time. Remember? He sighed and said, not exactly. Making out is kissing, but with your tongue as well. My eyes widened, and I backed up onto my bed. Well, the game was fun. Let's do something else. Leo pounced on me. Nope, I have to do it, and also, please don't struggle. It'll just be annoying. I sighed and closed my eyes and whispered,
Oh, what sex evident?
fine. It was barely audible.
Consensual probability 0.
Still heard it. He nodded and pushed his lips against mine, except this time he pushed his tongue into my mouth. I immediately tried to push it out with my tongue. After a while, I looked to my right, and I saw that it had almost been a whole minute. Hey, Leo, someone abruptly came into the room. I immediately tried to push Leo off of me, but it was too late. Mike already saw us. Leo kept making out with me for a few more seconds before releasing. Great. Hey,
Just
Mike.
Releasing.
Mention Pokemon chuckling. So you and him together, huh? I immediately started saying, no, 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 no. It was just a dare. I said, pointing at the TV. Yeah.
No, 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 no,
But
no,
you
no.
still enjoyed it. Leo giggled.
No,
I
no,
tried
no,
to sit
no,
up,
no, no, no,
but
no,
to
no.
no avail.
We're completely fucked, completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
No, 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 no. We're completely
We're
fucked,
completely fucked,
fucked,
completely fucked.
We're completely fucked. As he was still on me. No, I didn't. I tried to push him off of me, but I couldn't. Then why were you moaning? I was shaking my head. I wasn't. Stop lying. He simply smirked and then turned towards Mike. I thought that you weren't allowed out of our rooms, he asked. Mike laughed and scratched the back of his head. Well, I'm supposed to help deliver the food to people. I got both your meals right here. He picked up 2 small boxes from the cart he had outside and he tossed them to us. Thanks, Mike. Now, should we get back to what we were doing? Leo turned towards me. But it only said a minute. Leo nodded, but that was only 59 seconds. So now, we have to start over. But I was cut off from him, pushing his lips against mine and slipping his tongue in again. Well, you both have fun, I guess. Mike quickly closed the door, and after another minute was over, he took his mouth off. Again, there's still more! Well, that was fun, he said and jumped off of me. That's what you think.
What do you
I
mean
got
there's
up.
still more?
Now it's your turn. Truth or dare. I accidentally pressed B. Shit! That can't be good. Can I change that? Leo shook his head. The game isn't programmed to do it. I sighed. The game said, tell the person to the right of you, I love you. I groaned. At least it's nothing like kissing. He turned towards Leo, who was giggling. I don't want to. I don't know. How do people stutter on saying Anyway, I love you. Immediately, I pressed A, Oh, okay. The game is over. Can we eat? I asked nervously. Leo was blushing? He nodded and said, sure. I picked up my box and sat in the corner. Enjoy? I said to Leo, who had already opened his box. Oh, wow, spaghetti. Of course, the school just had to choose that. I opened my box and I saw nothing. Why don't I stopped myself. Why don't you what? Leo looked over at me expectantly. Why don't I have any meatballs? I chuckled nervously. Leo ran over to me and looked at my box before I could hide it. More like you don't have anything at all. Do you want to share with me? No, I yelled before I could stop myself. I'm not hungry, I murmured. What the fuck is my dog doing? Leo chuckled. Is it because of all the kissing? And you'll think that we'll accidentally kiss again? I nodded slowly. Well, I doubt that will happen. There are tons of noodles. Plus, I can't just let you starve, can I? I sighed. Fine. But I'll only eat a little. He nodded, and we sat down together, both of us just eating, and so, wouldn't you know it, we both tried to eat the same noodle. This should work out well.
Man, the dude just met him and he was like, damn, that's a fine
Why
ass.
is this next fucking chapter so short? This is pain.
Is it not supposed to be?
No, it's just the last one went on for fucking ever. And then this one was just, oh, we're just gonna be instantly done. I'll read this next chapter and we'll be done. At least for this recording session, because it's almost... Yeah, it's like 3:12. My eyes widened,
But
and I
sex imminent.
immediately bit down to
Consensual
disconnect the noodle.
probability 0.
Except I was too slow. Leo had his eyes closed and his lips were pushed against mine yet again. I instantly recoiled and spat out the noodle. I'm full, I said before running back onto my bed. Why do you always go onto the bed? Leo asked. Where else am I supposed to go? Leo thought for a moment. You could always go to the bathroom. Well, I guess that I could do that. But then I would have to go into another room. Leo smirked. Oh, so you don't want to get away from me? My eyes widened and I shook my head. No, it's just that beds are much closer. Yeah, I definitely believe
Is this
you.
the Grubhub song? Nah, I'm just sitting here driving my car and then Grubhub song starts playing, swear to God.
Wait, what the fuck's going on? Leo smirked. Oh, okay, yeah, so I whimpered. I'm going to bed. I pulled the blankets over me and closed my eyes, hoping to fall asleep quickly. Well, if you don't want to be away from me so much. I soon felt something cuddle up against me. Leo, stop. I yelled. That wasn't really much of a yell. Leo, stop. I yelled, surprised. I tried to get out of bed, but he'd wrapped his paws around me. Nah, you're too comfortable. Good night, he said, and he soon fell asleep. I whimpered and tried to slide out of his grasp, but to no avail. I had no choice but to go to sleep as well. He was surprisingly soft and comfortable, and I soon found myself falling asleep in his arms. The next morning, I found my muzzle right next to his, almost kissing. I instantly pulled away and I rolled out of my bed. Ow, I whimpered. Suddenly, the intercom turned on. Students may now visit each other's room, but please do not exit the building. I sat up on the floor, rubbing my head.
Man, what kind of COVID did they get?
I don't fucking know. This was made back 2014. Where were we? Where are we? I managed to pull him. Wait, no. Intercom turned on. Skip. I sat up on the floor, rubbing my head. So you didn't sleep well, or so did you sleep well? Leo asked, smirking. I rolled my eyes. You can go visit your friends. I'm going back to sleep. I managed to pull him off my bed, and I climbed back in. Nah, I don't feel like it today. Maybe tomorrow. I felt him cuddle up against me. Again. Leo, please stop and go do something else. Nah, I don't feel like it. Suddenly, I heard footsteps outside and someone called, Leo, are you awake? I immediately tried to get out of Leo's grasp, but I couldn't. Surprising how a fighting type isn't stronger than a dark type. Yeah, you can come on in. I struggled harder to get out of his grasp, but I just couldn't. The door opened and there stood a grovel. Hey, Ace, Leo said. The grovel simply started laughing. You two having fun? I whimpered, please help. Ace started laughing harder. Anyways, we're heading down to the gym to play some soccer. Wanna come? I felt Leo nod vigorously. Sure. He stopped cuddling me and followed Ace out the door. Did he not bring me? Yes! I yelled, and I could have sworn that everyone in this building could have heard that. I suddenly saw the door opening. I forgot to get Tim! I heard Leo say to Ace, how nice of Leo to remember me. Again, sarcasm. I was dragged to the gym, where a bunch of Leo's friends were standing around and talking. They all immediately looked over when they saw Leo. Some of them laughed when they saw me being dragged by him. That's lovely. I was forced to sit down on the bench next to most of Leo's other friends. I started to get really nervous again. I'm not social at all. You know, I believe that after you've told me 400 fucking times, bud. They picked 2 captains. One being Leo, obviously, and the other being some Hitmonlee. Unsurprisingly, Leo went first. I wonder if he'll pick Mike or Tim. Fuck me. Not literally. I don't really... yeah. I stood up and walked over to him nervously. A bunch of people laughing. The Hitmonlee picked the Machoke, then Leo picked Mike. The Hitmonlee chose a Hitmonchan. Leo picked Ace. Hitmonlee chose last Pokemon, a Buizel. Hey Leo. Leo turned his head towards Hitmonlee. How about you trade that loser for Aaron over here? Aaron? He said, pointing to the Buizel. Leo seemed to get pissed. Why do you have to say, or why do you want to do that? The Hitmonlee sighed and shook his head. I want a team of fighting types, obviously. Leo laughed, still seeming mad for some reason. Well, too bad. This loser is staying on my team. Well, I'm terrible at soccer, so I doubt we're gonna win. The Hitmonlee seemed to get annoyed. Just let me have the fucking Riolu on my... Leo seemed to explode. His name is Tim, he yelled. I started to cower while everyone was staring at Leo with their mouths agape. Alright, let's start the game then, Ace said, clearing out of his shocked state. Mike was put into the goal, while Ace, Leo, and I were on the field, although I was supposed to help stop the ball from getting to the goal. Anyways, we were playing for a while, and near the end of the game, the score was 1-1. While playing, however, Aaron hurt his leg, so he couldn't play anymore. We decided to put one of our team on the sidelines. I'll go out. I was cut off by Ace. I'll stop playing. Not good. I think that I should, but Ace already sat down on the bench. Great. Now it's up to me and Leo. With Mike in the goal, of course. Anyways, we were running across the field and Leo had the ball. He was planning on shooting it, but Hitmonlee jumped in front of the ball. So instead, he passed it to me. Great. Anyways, I was working my way to the goal and I wasn't that far away, and then suddenly, a fist came flying at me. I didn't manage to dodge, and it hit me right in the face, making me almost lose consciousness. I heard him yelling and fighting going on, but I couldn't understand anything. Then I blacked out.
Imagine getting balls in your face.
No, the man literally just got fucking punched in the face. He got
Imagine getting balls.
I bet you don't need to imagine, Peyton. Every time you and Wesley hang out, he just fucking...
Yeah, sure. Not even gonna mention yourself.
Hell no, brother. My balls are in no one's face, besides for obviously years when you go to sleep. I woke up in the bed in my dorm room, and my head was ringing. I groaned and opened my eyes, seeing nothing but black. It wasn't until a few seconds later that I realized Leo was nuzzling up against me. I tried getting up, but my head just hurt more, and I fell back on my pillow. Ow, I moaned, rubbing my head. Tim, are you awake? I heard Leo speaking. Yeah, but my head hurts. I was wondering why Leo was nuzzling me, but that question could wait until later. It's alright, just stay down, I coughed, causing my head to hurt more. What happened while we were playing soccer? Anyway, that's the end of that chapter, of chapter 4. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you'll do, I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe. That's up to you guys. I hate it when YouTubers do it. So, I'll see you all in probably the next video if I ever upload it. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.
Hello there. It seems you've made it to the end of the video. So I have a little bit of a, I guess, gift for you. It's only 14 days, 19 days after Christmas. Ultra Providence, beats and modded, obviously. I actually really like Starstorm a lot. I definitely think it's a fun mod, and it's probably why I only the only reason I even bought it on Risk, or like even bought Risk of Rain 1 on my laptop. Also because Darkest Dungeon is a bitch to record. I hope you all enjoyed the story and just enjoyed the footage and music. Yeah, I will see you all in the next video, like the outro already said. And whenever Providence dies, obviously I'll roll us the nice outro. I'll see you all soon. Please stay safe.